Well, I hope you're having a good day. Today, for me, it's bedroll cleaning day. I went to climbing this thing last night and it was full of millers. This is the outer shell of the tarp. Here's a couple millers right here. Let's see if you can see them. These things, they're epic pain in the ass. They're kind of dusty and gross. That one's actually dead. That one's still alive. But this is the outer shell of it, the thing that everything's wrapped up in. Then we've got Army surplus wool blanket for when it gets real cold. This is the blanket that I put on top of the foam pad. It's a nice soft fleece blanket. Then we got a nice colorful serape, and then a nice heavy fleece blanket. And it's nice to have these different sides of blankets because if it gets too hot, I can take this one out and that wool one out and just have this serape. And if it gets too cold, well then I probably shouldn't be sleeping out there anyway with all these blankets in there, but I'll show you what I'm going to do here. So the first thing I'm going to do is hose everything off, and then probably what I'm going to do is just let it dry. I don't know if I'm going to take the time to put all this stuff in the wash machine. I kind of feel like the fresh Wyoming air will clean it and make it smell real good. This thing's working real great. So I'm going to have to go fix the water, see what's wrong with this, and then keep up at it. Here you go, buddy, you hold that.
Okay.
Now we're back in business. The top hand here is going to hose this off for me. And I think I'll just let them dry. I don't know. We'll see how they look after I get them all washed. They're not terrible stinky or dirty or anything, but they just had millers in there with them, and I hate those damn bugs. These kind of millers don't eat cloth, but they are a nuisance. So one thing about this canvas is you don't want to take a bristle brush and scrub on this, because you'll wear this canvas out and wear a hole through it. You can just let it hang and air dry. If you're worried about little spots, you can just take a piece of cloth or something and kind of rub all over this, but definitely don't take a brush to it, and you'll be fine. And another thing about wool is if you were to wash this wool blanket, or if I was to wash it, I don't have Woolite or anything like that. You can just use shampoo and conditioner. Just stick it in your wash machine, squirt the shampoo and conditioner on there, and make sure you wash it on cold and then hang it to dry. I use Dr. Squatch, and it's always worked real good, so that's a little tip for cleaning wool. So I got all the blankets hosed off, and then I flipped them over and hosed the side that was along the fence off, and I'm letting them dry. And one thing that I thought I would mention is people always seem to worry about getting their stuff dirty and tore up, but these canvas bedrolls, that's what they're made for. You can see there's this big, I don't know what that is, stain on there, and I just kind of hose it off. But these things spend most of their life in the back of a pickup or the nose of a horse trailer, so they're going to get dirty, but that's why you use something that's kind of durable like canvas. And you can just do the best you can do, hosing it off and wiping it off with a cloth. But just don't worry too much about this stuff. I'm not sure what that is. I doubt it's anything too horrible bad, but they're just going to get dirty, so I guess just get used to it. Don't worry about it. All right, it's the next day. I've got a bit of a cold, so my voice might be breaky, but everything's dry, so let's put it all back together. So get it laid out nice and flat, and you want to lay it on the ground with your snaps down. You'll have some sort of snaps on there. They got to go on the ground. So then throw your mattress pad on there on the side with the snaps. Not this end down here, but the side with the snaps. You either line the bottom of it up with the last snap, or this one has these two snaps that come across here, and line the top up with them. Now if you're wondering how you're going to lay and sleep on this, what I do is I don't put a pillow here on the mattress pad. When I set it all up, I kind of roll all this material up and then set my pillow on there, is how I lay on it. Then I wrap a nice soft fleece blanket around the pad. Then you'll just lay your blankets on there like a normal bed, or kind of like a normal bed. I go from the lightest to the heaviest, so then that way if I get too hot, it's easiest to kick off this wool blanket, and then if I even need to do that, I can kick off this one, and easier to get yourself cooled back down if you need to. Then you take what was your bottom end down here, the end without the snaps, and you fold it up here, go clear up against the bottom of your mattress pad and make it nice. Then you take these corners down here on the bottom of your bed. You're going to kind of fold them in like that. But don't get this snap folded in with it, but it's about like that on both sides. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this whole side here and fold it up on top, and then this whole side along here and fold it up on top, and then that's where all the snaps are going to meet down the middle and snap them up. So here I got this full first side folded up, and you'll notice that these are the original snaps that came with it, the metal ones, but I put such a big mattress pad in there I needed to add this string to it so I could get it to snap closed. So you can see I got it snapped together. Here's the end of the mattress pad where your head's going to be, and you can see you got all this extra material. There's another snap here and another snap here, and then on the ends here are some snaps that actually come back and snap here. And this little compartment here is made to stick a pillow in there or some clothes or whatever you need, but this is what I kind of roll up and wad up under my head here and set my pillows on to sleep on. I got my pillows in there, and you can see up here I'd still have room to put a change of clothes or something in there. But then I'm going to roll it all up and put this strap on there. And now these bedrolls aren't necessarily made to be like convenient to carry around. I know in Australia they make something kind of similar. In the last video I made about these bedrolls, people were like, why don't you just use this, or it's called that. But these are made to be a comfortable bed for you anywhere, and you're going to either be using a pickup or a wagon or a horse to pack these things around. This isn't something you're going to throw on your back and take for a couple miles, so keep that in mind. And when you get them rolled up, they're big. It's huge. Almost takes up its own room. You gotta have a designated spot for it. Ours all go in the nose of the horse trailer, so, or this sheep wagon. So there it is, all rolled up and put together. And like I said, light and convenient it is not. They're made to be a comfortable bed you can sleep on anywhere and get a good night's sleep. I've slept on these and noses of horse trailers, sheep wagon, tents, hotel room floors, back of a pickup, just about anywhere. And it's just real nice to have a real comfortable place to sleep at night. So if you don't have one, I'd recommend getting one, but make sure you got a spot to put it because it's big.